So you still support King Say something back before we get to it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you always watch full video.
King did respond to Nique's video crying. According to Nique, King wouldn't give her child back until he was done taking Kaiser school shopping. King did take to social media to post up tons of text messages, but before I read the text messages, he said, "After a great summer showing my son two different countries and keeping my promises to my little man, I'm hurt this always has to end like this. I don't know what makes her come to the internet every time she's upset with me, but she does not do this with nobody else, and the only person is hurting will be my son. I've been very good at communicating while son was here with me in Thailand. Of course, when my fiance experienced an emergency in Malaysia, my sole focus was her and the kids. I have never withheld her from speaking to our son," which Nique said in her video that King go days without allowing her to speak to Kaiser, which King did post up receipts. It looked like July 16th, Nique tried to reach out to him, and then July 17th, she tried to reach out to him again, which King called her on July 17th. Now, King goes on to say, "Before Nique landed, I tried multiple times to accommodate her, offer my help, Lena offered hotel room. I told her, let's do activities as a family. It would be great for our son to see. She refused. She's hostile, cold, and not good at communicating. I never held my son hostage. I landed the day before she landed from Malaysia and made a promise to my son to get him shoes and stuff for school before he leaves. I text her saying, I hope you landed safely, and let her know the exact planes, and as soon as we were done, I would bring him straight to her. She is well aware of where I live, as there is a tracker in my son's book sack. She even helped me locate lost luggage. I never told her she can't
Oh,
get our son because she get online and say stuff about me. That was a complete lie. Also,
oh, bruh. My nigga came with the receipts. Like, hold up. That's crazy, bruh. Now, you already know Nick fans ain't gonna believe you anyway. That's the I ain't even gonna say sad part, but I guess sad part. But that's why I say in general, they need to stop bringing this stuff to the internet, bro. Like, again, it's like how she say something here and there, and then is we know that she's talking is basically hinting towards him, and then just like how he say something, or like the video, the question with him and the son, like that question didn't. I mean, the answer, even though it might have been truly his answer, it probably didn't need to be in the video. You probably could have cut that part out, and made it not look so bad. But then again, who said that? Who can say honestly that you was trying to do that? But when things happen, hey, this is what you're doing. No, I wasn't. And again, especially at their son's age, he's for sure seeing this. He's seeing this for sure. And that's sad.
shows a text message where he's communicating with Nique. He says, I hope you made it to Thailand safe. I wanted to confirm that I'll be sending you the amount of Kaiser's plane ticket, which is around $600. Nique responded to him sending $600. She said, Kaiser ticket is $1,500. Kaiser ticket wasn't $600. You're literally unbelievable. I swear, this is just so sad. Can I come to Kaiser? Can you send me an address to pick him up? You sent me $544 ticket after I already paid $1,500 for Kaiser. What the F do you mean? I bought tickets to Thailand 5 different times. I never paid $1,500 for a one-way ticket. Then King goes on to say, nobody wins when the family fights, and for this to constantly come to the internet knowing what a great summer my son had and did all I could was very sad. People are making efforts to my family over a situation that was forcefully said. I was never told the time she was landing. She never communicated nothing to me. I made my son a promise that I wanted to keep before he goes back, and I don't see him for a couple of months. I never ever held him hostage. I don't do ish out of spite. And the same day after we were done, I brought him straight to her hotel. Now in the text message, Nique says, I came out here to get him. You knew I was coming today. I don't care about no school shopping. What the F? I just got back yesterday. I'm taking him school shopping. I already promised him that. So now I can't come get my son. King responded to Nique saying, I don't care about school shopping. What the F? He said, but you quick to get online and say you have to do everything for him. So I'm taking a load off and doing the school shopping. King ends off by saying, I love my son with my whole heart and I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But to have this image constantly be created of me from a person that should be like family is sad. We have a son together. This is deeper than anything for real. And I hate that it keeps being brought to the internet. But my son is safe. He always was. And I had the best summer with him. I'm sad it had to end like this. I think Nique and King lack communication.
Yeah, major, bro, in a major way. Because especially for her, especially when she said that he be trying to keep him, but then it be unless known to the internet or hinted to the internet that he don't see his son. So how is he always trying to keep him when he don't ever supposedly see him? Yeah.
I think Nique expects certain things out of King that he just can't do. And I think King expects Nique to do certain things that she cannot do. King in this situation expected Nique to come and get Kaiser. Nique expected whether she could or couldn't come get Kaiser that King was going to make a way. But his finances is not set up that way. And instead of him saying that and stop making it seem like it's her choice or it's a choice if she wants to come or go, he should have said, listen, I ain't got the money to do such and such, And that should have been discussed prior to you getting Kaiser. Before you left off the ground of the United States, you should have sat down with Nique. Listen, I can take him too, but I can only afford to do this. Versus making it seem like Nique has a
Nah, but then you gotta think about what just transpired. They just got hit with a big financial burden. Everything was gonna be good and copacetic if that situation didn't happen. Especially again, we don't know if it was real, if it was not, if they had the money, if they didn't have the money, we don't know. But for the sake of that they wasn't lying, they truly didn't 100% have it. He's got hit with a financial burden. That's why things transpired the way that they did. But he still could have, again, on both sides, they both lacking communication. They both got to tell each other what it is and what it's not. I can and I can't do this. Like when things happen, hey, this has happened. I know we talked about this. Can we renegotiate it to do this?
choice whether she can and cannot do it, which Nique thought she had a choice. She thought like, okay, originally I said I was going to do it, but I don't have the time to do it, and I don't have nobody to go with me to go get him. So you're going to have to do it. But what happens is he can't afford to do it. And instead of him saying that he couldn't afford to do it, he's trying to make it seem like, oh, well, you originally said you...
Thank you.
You as the parent that left Houston is responsible for how your child come and how your child go. So y'all leave our comments down below. Let me know what y'all thinking when it comes to that. Chris Sales had this to say about Nique and King's situation.
Oh, it's sad. It's like I could never get a break. I give him chance after chance.
Chance after chance.
Slapping me in the face.
Keep slapping you in the face. You know what, girl? Put your foot down. I'm all about self-awareness. And that whole manipulating, controlling shit, Because I used to be the one manipulating and controlling. Yeah. But listen, and you know what, girl? Don't trip. That money that you sent them, call your bank. Be like, yes, I would like to report a scam. Somebody scammed me out of $2,000, and they going to take that money right back from her. And then they going to have to undo her surgery. As soon as that money come back from out of that, you ain't need to do that. You ain't need to do.
This nigga dumb, bro. All right, this nigga dumb.
And my thing is, if you needed money for surgery, how you got money to buy your kid school shopping?
I said that. I said the same thing. How you going shopping when you talking about you can't afford the surgery? Something doesn't sound right, brother. Hey, it must. But if she has the surgery, if he's talking about they just made it back, but he said he made it back to Malaysia. Yeah, made it back from this. So that means he's back in Thailand, right? So yeah, how y'all afforded, able to make it back, and you was able to go shopping? Oh, you got some money.
DDG fans were shocked that the Ben said this.
Me and him got the same type. What I supposed to do, bro?
We don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't, fool. You be hitting chopped hoes sometimes. Baddest one you got India. Other than that, your shit chop. You be having straight chop shit, gang. And it's all good.
That's 100% not true, and that's a terrible clip for you.
CJ So Cool and Nique react to the video of Nique throwing hands with royalty.
Yes, but it's, at the end of the day, you got to think too. I was fresh off the table. That was in January. I got my body done in October. I wasn't even supposed to be doing all that.
Wow.
So, out there doing that, like...
In 3 months, you definitely not supposed to be fighting. You still supposed to have that little
yeah,
girl
I
outfit
had it on.
The fupa.
that what it's called?
The Faha boy.
Faha. She was supposed to have the Faha on. Still was out there fighting in the first 90 days of the BBL that I paid for. Trying to pop a butt cheek.
You gotta think like fighting. Where we from? It's the hit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it'd be sad when like this nigga, he admitted he's finna use you, and you still went and did it. It's one thing like to get money together. That's cool. I don't know. I don't. That is kind of lame. Like, what? You wouldn't. I would not be doing no video with somebody that's admitting they're trying to use me so they can get their views back up. Like, it's one thing, like, if doing it or saying it in a nice way is one thing. But the way how he explained it was, my views dropping. I'm only doing this because of this. That shit was sad.
You didn't hit me at all.
You got the hit standing and on the ground. What you mean? You won in every way. I just think they expected her to be like so messed up because you like. She was smart. She was smart. You didn't come prepared either. You had your wig out. She just grabbed it. I saw her yanking on her like, come on, fall to the ground.
It's like, what y'all fighting for? It's dumb.
Y'all was fighting for something good.
Yes, first of all, kids was talked about. Kids was involved. Like, you don't understand the years of trauma my daughter had to go through being down here with all this. Like,
I do understand.
I had to stand on that for my child. Like, they be talking.
Because I wasn't standing on it enough.
You was not. You was trying to sweep it under the rug. No, she loves Kamari. No, she loves you. Like, no, she don't. So therefore, I had to make sure that my daughter knew. Whoever, whether it be your daddy, your grandma, your auntie, your uncle, your daddy, girlfriend, kids, whoever, your mama got.
I would, all three, I would be ashamed if they was my parent. All three. All three of them are embarrassing. To be honest, any parent, Corey, CJ, any parent that's in this limelight, that's going back and forth on the internet, you're sad. You're sad. You know your son or daughters are going to see this. And they're going to see their mom and their dad being messy and petty at these grown-ass ages. And then we already see how their daughters are moving. They're doing the exact same thing. They're following the exact same footsteps at 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. Instead of starting off with, fun content, makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, fashion overhaul, shit. I don't know, like fingernail haul, like go like nail date with your sister. They're doing drama. She don't want no smoke. They don't want to fight. CJ this and CJ that. And this nigga doing the same exact thing. They kids this, they kids ain't 8. Them kids is dusty. Them kids. I would hate for these parents to be mine. I'm very, 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 very thankful for the parent that I had. And I grew up in the 90s, bro. If you know the 90s, you know. Shit was treacherous. And I'm still thankful for that over this shit.
That's true. It's true. It's true. I gotta give it to you on that, man. I wasn't holding it down for Kamari, man. I was letting Rosie be rude and be quiet to her, not talking to her.
But I'm here.
A little bit of traffic, but I'm here.
That is sad, bro. That is sad as hell. Like, I don't see how people do it, dog. Like, y'all be setting y'all kids up for embarrassment. Y'all setting your kids up for embarrassment. Like setting your kids up to be ridiculed in school. Look at your mama. Look at your daddy. That was y'all setting them up for. And that's sad as hell.